You know, I get into this information every single day, 365 days a year. I bring the videos to you, I've written the books, and so on. And then I have to talk to somebody who is misinformed. And these people, the average people, they don't realize what the truth is. They don't understand it. They don't know, they don't care. They're simply ignorant to the facts. And I know that you encounter the same thing every single day. So that's why I wanted to bring this video to you, have a little discussion about this. So, you may talk about something with a family member and they just shun you. They just say, no, not interested, not interested. How can we get this information across to people without having them shy away? Well, that's what I'll discuss today briefly. The average person, they work their 9-to-5 job. They are basically involved in their day-to-day tasks. They don't know what's going on behind the scenes, not even the basics. They believe that when they are 65, they're going to retire from that 9-to-5 and they're going to live happily ever after. Does it work like that? No, that's not the case. So, when you think about this, you may know so much more than what your audience is. So you need to be aware of that. If you just start giving them all of the facts, everything, all the details, many of them will shy away. It's too much for them to handle. They have something called normalcy bias. And everything is just fine and dandy. Don't screw that up because you're going to make them nervous. So that's what it is. Don't disturb them. But there's another way that we can handle this. I mean, think about this. The average person doesn't even know what a central bank is. They literally don't know that exists. All they know is that they work the 9-to-5, deposit the money in the bank, and it's there to be spent when they need it. They don't know about bank holidays and bank runs and how the bank uses derivatives and fractional reserve banking. They have no clue, literally no clue. And so you say, I want to end the Fed. They're going to say, what the hell are you talking about? They literally don't know that exists. And some people may, but some people don't even know that you don't even need it. And this is really funny when I think about it. But let's stick to the point here. One of the strategies that I like to use is to give them just a tidbit and then back away. So for example, I'm anti-GMO. I hate genetically modified food and I refuse to eat it. I don't eat any condiments at all. I don't eat anything that's processed, or at least I make a concerted effort to do so. I will eat something plain with nothing on it at all as long as I know that I'm not going to get any processed foods, because processed are the ones with the GMOs. So when you are in a situation you're eating, somebody asks you, do you want some of this corn, for example? You may say, well, you know what, I can't really eat the corn because I found out, I saw it in the news that genetically modified foods may hurt your stomach, and people with digestive problems, they shouldn't eat it. So I looked into it and it was really interesting. And so ever since I stopped eating all the corn and the soy, all of a sudden my digestion got so much better. So no thank you, I think I'll just won't have any. And then they'll say, well, what are you talking about? Genetically modified? Then you have to play it off as more of, you know some information, but you're not, let's say, a guru or an expert, because then they feel more comfortable with you and you could bring out that information. Now, are some people going to just say reject it? Of course, you're going to get those people. They exist all the time. But you'll find that if there's a group of, let's say, 5 people, one person may say, what are you talking about? And they'll ask more questions. And then you just give a little tidbit and then you back away. Don't try to give everything you got. Don't do that. Just Give little tidbits of information and have them ask more questions. That's the way it needs to work. The same thing may apply to, let's say, banks. So, for example, you may be with a credit union and you want to say to this person that they shouldn't bank at that big bank, for example. But how do you tell them? How do you tell them about all the banking crimes that have been going on, all the criminality that we've been experiencing? Well, one example. They may say that, oh, my branch is right around the corner, for example, or that at that bank. Well, you know, I don't bank there. I bank at the credit union. It's a little further away. You know, I'm not really interested in these big banks anymore. I was reading in the news that there's this thing called a bail-in, and the bail-ins actually, it's funny because the banks created this system and the government signed on to it, and it's a bail-in where they're actually able to take your money out of your bank and use it to refinance their own bank should they have any problems. And I just got really scared because that's all my life savings in there. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go to the credit union instead. I just want to be safe. That's all. I just want to be safer. I don't care about interest rates and everything else. I just want my money to be safe. You know, I work so hard for it. And they may ask a question. What are you talking about, bail-in? What the heck is a bail-in? And that gets them asking the questions. But do you see what I'm doing? I mean, these are two little simple examples. But that's the way you do it. You get them to take a little bit, take the bait, and then you can give them some more information. And that's really, I think, a really successful way. It has a much higher percentage of success versus just giving everybody all you got. And this may apply to family members, friends or acquaintances or anything else. But remember, there are some people that are just going to shut you down. That's the way it is. I mean, that's the way these people are all the time. Don't try to change them. But those who are interested in those little tidbits of information, give them more. And that's the way we can spread this. I know that there's a lot of people out there who want to tell their family, who want to share something because they're saying, look, your health is at stake, your finances are at stake. How do I tell them? They ignore me every time. Well, this is the method that I use. I hope that you will use it as well. I hope you found this informative. I've actually started a playlist on my main YouTube channel page at the bottom. If you scroll down, it's called How To and Solutions. I will make sure that this video gets added to there. I want to give solutions as well. I don't always talk about solutions, but I know that they are important. I've talked about them in my books. I do talk about them interspersed in my videos, but I'm going to actually add to this playlist now so that you can see many more of these types of videos and we can get the information out there. So if you found this video informative, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to check out my website, themoneygps.com. I've got free ebooks, I've got a free e-course on there for you to check out. So that's themoneygps.com.